Good morning, children. In the last video, I talked about reproduction in plants, where reproduction plants is of two types: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. I already talked to you about the asexual reproduction. I have discussed all the steps of this. Today, I'm going to speak to you about sexual reproduction. Most of the plants that you see around bear flowers. These flowers are born on the shoot and serve as the reproductive parts of the plant. Now, why they are called reproductive part? Because they bear both the male and the female parts. And on fusion, this reproductive cells on fusion produces seeds. The flower is also called as the reproductive part of the plant. Now, which flower? The flower that has got both the male and the female part are called as bisexual flower, and the plant that contains only male or only female part is called as unisexual flower. I have taken a bisexual flower, hibiscus flower, or commonly you can say China rose. Okay. Now I'll talk about the four whorls of the flower, which is there in your chapter. Okay. The diagram is also there on page 21 of your book. Okay. The first part. Now you can see the flower. The flower has got four whorls. Here. Now here you can see a stalk-like structure. This is called as pedicel. Okay. And here, just above the stalk, you can see a swollen part, flattened disc-like structure. This is called as thalamus. And this is the place where the petals and other parts of the flower arises. Now you can see here apicalyx, okay, which is present in the hibiscus flower. Now, the most important part which I am going to talk about are the four whorls. The first whorl is the calyx. Okay, now separately I am showing you here. This green part that you see here is the calyx, the first whorl of the flower. Now, it is the outermost part of the flower, and it is containing green leaf-like structure called as sepals. Okay, what is the function of this? As it is, since it is green in color, so it carries out the function of photosynthesis, and it protects the flower during its bud stage. Now I'll talk about the second whorl, that is the petals. Okay, these are the petals. Petals, you'll see they are either brightly colored or white in color. They are never found in green color. They are found in brightly colored. Why? Because it contains chromoplast. Now why are they brightly colored? So that they can attract the pollinating agent or the insects. Okay, the third whorl of the flower, which is called as the androecium. Now where is the androecium? Can you see here you can see the delicate thread-like structures. They are called as stamens. Here you can see they are called as stamens. The small thread-like structure that you see, they are called as stamens. And stamen consists of this long thread-like filament, okay, and a yellow color lobe that you see here, bilobe. They are called as anthers. There are two lobes present there, that is why it is called as bilobed. And inside the anthers there are pollen sacs. Each lobe contains two pollen sacs, and since it is bilobed, so four pollen sacs are there, and inside the pollen sacs pollen grains are there. Okay, and this stamen is together, filament and the anther together is called as stamens. They are the male reproductive parts of the flower. Now I'll talk about the female reproductive part, which is the innermost and the fourth whorl of a flower. This is the part. Okay, here you can, it starts with, it is also called as pistil. Okay, it consists of carpels, the fourth innermost part of the flower. Each carpel or the pistil, it has three parts. You can see here the stigma. Here the top part of it is called stigma. This tube-like structure is called as style, and here there is a swollen part inside this green part. You can see a swollen part which is called as ovary, and inside the ovary you have got the egg cells. Okay, when the egg cells are, they develop into seed after fertilization. Okay, so now this from this anthers, when the pollen grains are transferred to the stigma of any flower, the process is called as pollination. So pollination is the process in which the pollen grains from the anthers are transferred to the stigma of a flower of the same species, which is very, very important, of the same species. Okay, so in the next video I'll discuss about the different types of pollination. So here I'll sum up. There are 4 whorls of a flower: calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. So flower is the main reproductive part of the plant. Okay, and thank you.